Well, it's celebration time in the presidential villa as Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, marks her 61st birthday today. And to honor this special day, her husband, President Bola Tinubu, shared a heartfelt message to celebrate the First Lady. In his words, quote, "Oluremi me, today as you turn 65, I celebrate not just the love of my life, but a woman whose quiet strength and grace have been my rock through every season, from the toughest days of political exile to the weight of national leadership." He goes on to describe her not only as his wife, but also his confidant, counselor, and the flame that lights his path. He says, quote, "In you, our children and grandchildren see compassion and faith, and in you, Nigeria sees the true strength of womanhood, gentle yet firm, humble yet unshakable." The president acknowledges her sacrifices, saying Nigeria owes you more than many will ever know, end quote. And then in a deeply personal note, he adds, "As your husband, I thank God for your life. As your president, I salute you. And as your lifelong companion, I love you more than ever. Your love is a treasure I hold dear," end quote. President Tinubu ends the tribute with a wish for peace, joy, and fulfillment in the years ahead. And the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, says 65 might be a figure, but to him, his family, and indeed the entire nation, it is a reflection of countless years of brilliant motherhood, exemplary service to nationhood, and a reflection of the brilliance, compassion, and unwavering support that a First Lady can provide to her husband and an entire nation. He adds that when the history of this country, and in particular President Tinubu's administration, is written, the First Lady's name will be inscribed in gold, for she earned it with passion, good heart, service, sense of decorum, and strength that she brought to bear on Nigeria's development and progress. The Vice President prays for continued good health, joy, peace, and fulfillment as the First Lady celebrates many more years. Well, apart from the President's congratulatory message to the wife, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, other top government officials are also celebrating her with descriptive comments characterizing their perception of her. Let's bring you the messages of a number of them.
Congratulatory messages have been trailing Senator Oluremi Tinubu's 65th birthday from across the country. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, describes her as a leader whose life has been characterized by service to humanity, progressive initiatives, and philanthropy. He also describes her as a sound politician whose New Era Foundation and Renewed Hope initiative have transformed many lives. His deputy, Benjamin Kalu, also commends her support for women and her effort at throwing her weight behind the Reserved Seats Bill, which seeks to address gender disparities and women's inclusion in governance. He prayed for God's continued guidance and good health for the First Lady. On his part, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the state is proud to celebrate Senator Oluremi Tinubu at 65, especially looking back at her dedicated service to the state as First Lady and a member of the Senate for 12 years. Governor Sanwo-Olu praised Senator Oluremi Tinubu for her tireless efforts at addressing the needs of women and children through various empowerment programs and projects, noting that the Renewed Hope initiative championed by her is providing tangible support to families across the country. Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has also sent a congratulatory message. The chairman, Cornelius Ojelabi, describes Senator Oluremi Tinubu as a rare gift to the nation, a woman of grace, compassion, and unwavering commitment to the service of humanity. Also congratulating the First Lady is the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, who describes her as the mother of the nation. Mr. Obasa says Senator Oluremi Tinubu has given so much of herself for the betterment of humanity and Nigeria through her boundless philanthropy and political stewardship. He commended the First Lady for her impact on many lives, especially the vulnerable.
Also, the Group Managing Director and CEO of TVC Communications, Victoria Ajayi, has extended heartfelt birthday wishes to the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, on her 65th birthday. In her message, Mrs. Ajayi described the First Lady as a pillar of support and quintessential mother figure. She acknowledged Senator Oluremi Tinubu's legacy of service from her first time as First Lady of the Lagos State to her tenure as a distinguished senator, praising her as a woman who complements leadership with grace, not as a competitor, but as a strong partner to President Bola Tinubu. The Group Managing Director and CEO of TVC Communications also highlighted her philanthropic spirit and deep compassion for others, traits that reflect her nurturing and impactful presence. On behalf of the entire management and staff of TVC Communications, she wished the First Lady continued strength, health, and happiness.